A.J. Johnson was an undeniably funny comedian and an underrated actor whose presence guaranteed a laugh in every movie he touched. While Chris Tucker's Smokey is often credited with making Friday a classic, characters like A.J. Johnson's Ezal, along with Debo and Big Worm, collectively cemented the film's legendary status. Even A.J. Johnson's stand-up comedy was hilarious. Tragically, A.J. Johnson passed away at the young age of 55. For those close to him, the circumstances of his passing felt kind of strange and suspicious. This is the poignant story of A.J. Johnson, Anthony Johnson, a gifted comedian who fought battles with alcohol abuse and navigated complex industry politics, leading up to a controversial death that left a legacy of laughter, but also unanswered questions and financial struggle. A.J. Johnson, whose birth name was Anthony Johnson, was born in Compton, California, on February 1, 1966. His father, Eddie Smith, was a stuntman and a co-founder of the Black Stuntmen's Association. Growing up in Compton at that time was very scary due to daily fighting between the Bloods and Crips, and the constant threat of drive-by shootings. A.J. Johnson said he grew up with most of the NWA members like Eazy-E and Dr. Dre. He even stated he had been stabbed in the chest once at a party. His career began when his father took him and his siblings to movie sets and put them in background scenes as extras. A.J. Johnson landed his first movie role in the classic film House Party, 1990. His talent was noticed when he joked with comedian Robin Harris on set. Harris later encouraged him to try stand-up comedy. He continued to build his resume with roles in Lethal Weapon 3, 1992, and the Hood classic Menace to Society, 1993. During this time, he was hosting the Chronic Tour for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, where he famously discovered Lil Bow Wow in the crowd. In 1995, A.J. Johnson landed his most iconic role as the crackhead Ezal in the classic movie Friday. He based the character of Ezal on his real-life brother, who used to be a crackhead. His performance was memorable, featuring the classic line, "I fall. Oh, I'm hurt. My neck, my back, my neck and my back. I want $150,000, but we can settle right now out of court for $20. However, the industry proved harsh. A.J. Johnson claimed he and Ice Cube agreed on a handshake deal for him to return to the next Friday movie for $200,000. Yet, months later, Ice Cube started shooting the movie without him and hired Sticky Fingers instead, reportedly for less money. A.J. Johnson was even barred from the set. The career of A.J. Johnson was consistently overshadowed by significant personal struggles, particularly his battle with alcohol abuse. He revealed that his drinking problem became so severe that he needed to get drunk just to perform stand-up comedy on stage. He was arrested for 5 DUIs and only quit drinking when a judge threatened him with 20 years in prison if he got another. His addiction also led to legal trouble in 2001 when he was charged with third-degree assault for throwing a glass and swinging a microphone at women in the audience during a stand-up performance. In stark contrast to the betrayal he felt from Ice Cube, A.J. Johnson found profound support and generosity from Master P. A.J. Johnson stated that working with Master P brought him his biggest payday. Their relationship began when Master P asked A.J. Johnson to be in one of his rap videos, which led to the movie I Got the Hookup, 1998. Following a break-in at his apartment where thieves stole his safe containing $7,500, a distraught A.J. Johnson came to set. Upon hearing the news, Master P wrote him a check for $75,000 to buy himself a house and move out of the troubled area. This act of kindness showcased Master P's famed generosity toward his peers, providing a much-needed lifeline to A.J. Johnson during a turbulent period in his life. The end of A.J. Johnson's life was as tragic and controversial as some parts of his career. On September 6, 2021, at the age of 55, A.J. Johnson passed away from organ failure. The official story stated that A.J. Johnson was found unresponsive inside a Los Angeles store, reportedly having suffered a heart attack before being rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. However, his brother, Peanut, expressed strong doubts, stating there were a lot of unanswered questions surrounding the death. Peanut pointed out that reports said A.J. Johnson was with his nephew when he was found, but nobody know who's this nephew or this person he was with that day. Furthermore, A.J. Johnson's car was found 2 blocks away from the store, and he had a lot of bruises on his hand, leading his brother to suggest there was a bunch of BS going on surrounding his death. The autopsy confirmed that the cause of death was chronic ethanol use, meaning he died from years of alcohol abuse to his body, with the man of death ruled as natural. While no alcohol or common drugs were found in his system at the time of death, he did test positive for COVID-19. Adding to the tragedy, A.J. Johnson's body lay in the morgue for weeks until the coroner used his dental records to identify him and contact his family, as nobody knew what had happened to him. Because he did not have a life insurance policy, his ex-wife, Lexis Jones Mason, started a GoFundMe campaign for $20,000 to cover the funeral costs. She publicly criticized his close celebrity friends for showing fake love and not helping. The fund ultimately raised over $70,000, with Offset donating $5,000 and Lil Rel donating $4,000. However, this generosity was marred by another controversy, as comedian Faison Love publicly claimed the GoFundMe was a money grab by the ex-wife. The life of A.J. Johnson was defined by a unique blend of undeniable comedic talent and profound personal tragedy. He was an underrated comedian whose character Ezal from Friday remains an enduring icon. Ultimately, his private battle with alcohol abuse led to his death from chronic ethanol use at age 55. The mystery surrounding his passing, his body lying unidentified for weeks, and the conflicting accounts from his brother and friends, adds a final layer of sadness to his story. Despite facing betrayal from former colleagues, A.J. Johnson found immense kindness from figures like Master P, who saved him financially. His ex-wife later launched a foundation using the GoFundMe donations to spread awareness about the dangers of alcohol abuse, ensuring that the memory of the talented A.J. Johnson inspires others to find help.